Hey Gemini, welcome to Cosmos and Spread. My name is Michelle Rogers, and I'm so blessed to have you with me today. Today is your general weekly reading for March 20th through the 26th, 2023. So before I begin, I am being impostered. There is someone who is taking my picture, taking my brand name account, Cosmos and Spread, using that as well. They're stealing my reels, my shorts, and some of my videos, and making their channels look like it's me, and they're actually contacting people in the comments. So if someone reaches out to you, they're getting really good at sounding like me in text. I don't want to give them any more energy, okay? No, it's not me. Don't be scammed. I will never solicit my services to anyone. And also know that, only if you reach out to me first, inquiring about a reading, will I contact you back as far as the readings go, okay? So just don't be scammed. All right, so Gemini, I feel like it is very important for us to look at our sun, moon, rising, Venus signs together as a whole and incorporate angel numbers into the mix of that as well, because what that's going to do using those tools, it's going to help you to move forward in a more productive manner, help you navigate any obstacles that may come in your path in the very near future as well. Okay, let's go ahead and begin and see what God and the Holy Divine have for you today. Okay, so Spirit, Holy Divine, please give me top 2 cards for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know for the upcoming week? Please give me top 2 cards. What would you like to tell Gemini, please? Please tell me when to stop. Okay, stop, top 2. Okay, thank you. This came out for someone earlier. Okay, if you can see, there's a washing machine here, and everything is white, okay, which means it's cleansed, other than there's a piece of green garment in there. Now, what happens here is, a lot of times, we can do laundry, and when we're done, we can clean the outside of the washer out. We can clean the inside, what we can see, what we can get to. It looks clean. But underneath the drum of the washer, we're not seeing all the things, the fragments that have collected with, the washing powder that we use, or the fabric softeners, things like that. We're not seeing the mold and mildew that's collecting underneath. And from time to time, we have to do a deep cleaning of our washing machine, right? So we have to do the same thing with ourselves, Gemini. So sometimes when we feel like we've released something to God and the Holy Divine, when we feel like we've truly forgiven something, or we've truly let something go, a lot of times we hold on to a little bitty fragment that's left of that. Okay, and Spirit's saying now it's time to really dive deep within your heart, your body, mind, and spirit, and just really see what are you still hanging on to. This could be something that even happened in childhood. What are you still hanging on to that is no longer good for you? It's time to clean it and let it go, okay? It's time to, if it's something that was traumatic, begin a healing process. Like, again, okay, let me tell you this. So, like, for years, I thought I had forgiven some people in my life years ago, for some things that was really hurtful. But what I realized was, I hadn't truly forgiven. And as I was going through the awakening process, I began to realize, wait a minute, I really didn't heal from that. I just shoved it under the rug, and I worked myself to death so that I didn't have time to think about it or face, how people talked to me or how people treated me, things that really hurt me. And so at that point, as I was going through the awakening process, which, we all are still continually, I don't believe that we ever stop going through the process. Okay. But when I began it, it was like this major awakening of, oh my gosh, you didn't really forgive. I forgave in a way that I knew how before then, how I was brought up knowing how. But that wasn't what my soul really needed. My soul needed more. My soul needed me to face those fragments and release them to God and the Holy Divine once and for all. And when I did, it released so much anger and bitterness, not just towards people, okay, but anger and bitterness at myself, because it was like it was eating me alive, because I felt like I couldn't trust anyone anymore. Okay. And all that just began to just fade away. Okay. I began seeing love. I began seeing, okay, yeah, love is real. It can be real. It's not fake. It doesn't have to be that way. There are loving people in this world. There are loving situations in this world. And that was the whole process of me just going in and figuring out that fragment. Okay, and look, you feel like your hands are tied. Okay, it's like you're bound up by something or someone. Okay, so it's kind of like, either you feel like you're being held back, or you can't move forward in a situation because of a person, or because just of a situation itself. Okay, all right, Spirit, please give me top two cards for this. Top two cards for this coming week, please, for Gemini. Top two cards. Tell me when to stop, please. Now. Okay. Top two? Okay. The game rules are changing. So that's telling me there's some kind of change that needs to be made, that needs to happen, or for some of you, changes that are coming in regardless. Okay. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Make a difference. That's so funny, because out of all these cards, these same two cards came out in different readings already today. So what Spirit told me earlier in Sagittarius's reading was make a difference to make a difference. So in other words, change the situation so that you can help someone else change their situation. Okay, kind of like me. I had to learn my own lessons. I had to learn how to love. I had to learn how to heal. I had to learn all these things that I thought I already knew. Okay, but I had to, it was kind of like a journey of finding myself that I never really was allowed to let myself know. Okay, it was a crazy thing. And so then when I began realizing, wait a minute, during this awakening process, that I had the NDE and came back to my body, and I was, at first it was like, well, it was me. And quickly, it's like God and the divine began changing my thought process into, gratitude, into, hey, you could be dead right now. I don't believe in the word dead, just so you know, because we never die. But to make my point, like, hey, you could be dead right now. You're alive. You were sent back. No, because I'm like, how can I help anybody? I can't walk. I can't get out of my bed. All these thoughts going through my mind. And then it was like, but now looking back, I'm like, wow, because it was a process. It was baby steps. It was one step at a time, releasing this fragment, releasing this fragment, and as my body healed and I began to be able to walk and get out of that bed, I began realizing, hey, I'm starting to help people with my story. Hey, and as time kept going, I was helping more and more people. And that's what Spirit's saying here for you, Gemini. Okay. So it's got to start with you. Okay. It's got to start with whatever this change is. You looking at your life, look at whatever situation this is that's making you feel bound or like you can't move forward, and go ahead and start taking action upon that, however that is for you. And then as you begin making these changes for your life, you'll soon see how you're going to be able to help others with your story, or with the knowledge that you obtained from this situation. Okay. All right. Holy Spirit, Holy Divine, all who are with me in the highest divine realms of love and truth, I ask that you please show me, tell me, or both, what does Gemini need to know, current and near future, please? Here. Okay, is this Gemini? Gemini, you're coming in as a feminine energy, and what that means is very nurturing at this time. So that can mean that you either need to nurture yourself more during this process, or that you're going to be or need to be very nurturing to someone else or a situation. What is this that Gemini is holding? What is that? Bigger, please, Spirit. There's a little doll. Okay, so it's like, Gemini, you have this little doll in your hands. It looks like a little homemade doll about that big, and you're looking at it. You're putting all your focus and attention into this doll. Okay, this is your project. So for many of you, this could be a project. This could be work that is making you feel tied up or bound, or that you can't move forward. It could be finances related to, like maybe you're thinking, okay, I need to make more finances than what I'm making at my job, but there's no room for advancement right now where I'm at. Um, you know, um, if this doll is representing a person, which it can, then that's telling me you're putting all your focus into a person. Now, this could be an intimate partner, it could be a family member, just a close loved one. But it's like you're putting all of your focus on someone else or something else, and Spirit's saying it's time to free yourself, Gemini. It's time for you to begin with you. Not that we don't need to love and show love to everyone else. Yes, of course. But the Spirit's saying right now it's time for you to nurture yourself and begin to heal yourself. Find out what that fragment is that you still have. Start that healing process on that and release that, and start focusing on what are your needs, Gemini? What do you need to feel happy? What do you need? What are your goals and dreams? And not just look at, well, I need to do this for this person, or I need to be this way for this person, or I need to work here because that's my only choice. No, no, Spirit's saying that when you begin working on yourself and going really deep and healing that what happens is, as you begin to release what no longer serves you, you make more energetic space for beautiful opportunities that Spirit wants to bring into your life to come in. It's just sometimes we're so absorbed, and energy can only get so full. I show this all the time. If this is full, this you can't make more volume. If this is full of water, you can't get more water in here. Okay? At some point, if you want to add water, you've got to pour some of it out in order to put more in. And that's the way energy works. And energy can collect, just like, the cash on our systems. Cash collects, and it collects behind the scenes a lot of the times, right? And cookies. And it's up to us to go back in and clean all that out. Same thing with our bodies and the things and people that we surround ourselves with energetically. There comes a point we have to go down into the nitty gritty, and we have to start doing some cleaning out here and make space. Okay? Wow, thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's go to the tarot and see what Spirit has for you, Gemini. This seems to be a running theme today, Gemini. With all the readings that I've done so far, it seems to have to do with either releasing energy that's been held in, or these fragments, or making some kind of change in your life. So it's kind of like this is the overall energy. And I'm interested to see what the rest of the readings are going to bring out. Thank you, Spirit. What would you like to tell Gemini? More from this deck? No. Okay. We have one card here. See, look at this. 5 of Cups. Loss, grief. Again, you're feeling bound. You're feeling bound by something, someone or a situation, and Spirit's wanting you to come out of that, okay? Oh, love your heart. Oh, Spirit's saying, the game rules are changing. It's time that you change something in your life here. Releasing whatever this is. Make a difference in your life so you can make a difference in everybody else's. Okay? And when I say that, what Spirit meant was making a difference in your life so you can make a difference in everybody else's. It's like knowing that nothing happens by accident, okay? You're here for a purpose, okay? And just as I'm here for a purpose, and I was sent back to my body for a purpose, okay? So make sure that you know, take it in that direction is what I meant, okay? Because then you can use it to help others. All right, that's what I have for you. Let me go ahead and see what symbol or symbols Spirit has. Look at this. You are getting ready to increase in frequency, my friends. Okay. The awakening process is really going to be increasing you in frequency right now, higher intuition. I love this. So, what seems as being bound, being stuck, being tied up, can't move forward in something, is actually going to help bring you into a higher awakening. Wow, that is absolutely beautiful. Okay, Gemini, I love that for you. I am very happy for you. All right, so much love, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. Let me see, Sean. Hey, Sean, thank you for coming again and supporting me. We have a new moon on the 21st, and spring equinox is next week, too. Wow, that sounds really cool. You'll have to explain that to me. I hope we get to talk later. I don't know what your plans are for tonight, but I hope we get to. Maybe you can explain some of that. But it sounds cool. All right, love you, my friend. Gotta run. Bye.